interesting part about it is I think it's actually been colder before.
I find that hard to believe. It's just made more offensive by the wind, I think.
Well, at least I think the wind's going with us now. It's it's blowing at our backs, which is nice, for so to speak.
Yeah, wonderful.
Members of the Whitesboro Fire Department making their way down. Genesis here right now.
Dave. It's funny. It's like we're announcing and visiting up here at the same time.
Absolutely. So they put on Facebook yesterday, happy birthday, but I'm still 2 weeks away, but I appreciate it nonetheless.
Coming up now into view, we're going to have the Whitesboro Fire Department.
With their
Youngest firefighter there, waving from the passenger
exactly.
seat. Future firefighter.
Exactly. I think I saw the whole Ryan contingent, the twins, their dad, and the grandfather.
Oh, that's right, the Ryans. Proud tradition of fire service there. Really nice to see all of the area fire departments taking part today.
Find them, Sullivan Contracting, employs about 50 people. It's an environmental services contractor. They are in Sequoia, and they have a large involvement with the Great American Irish Fest, and this is different from Sullivan Construction. Sullivan Construction is John Sullivan, the Grand Marshal this year. John is the contractor for the Irish Cultural Center. I was getting there.
Oh my God! And what an impressive flow. Got to give them props for that too. Beautiful display from
Absolutely.
Sullivan Contracting.
And they're complete with beads, green beads, and everything. It's
What is it, Mardi Gras? St. Patrick's Day?
hey, listen. We had a run earlier this morning, so we combined the Boilermaker with the St. Patrick's Day Parade. We'll do all the holidays at once.
Let's get it all out of the way. How about we do it in May when it's a little nicer
Well,
out?
you remember a couple years ago it was too cold, and they did move it to the end of March. They moved it to March
I do remember
26th.
that. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So, hey, we're getting some beats
Oh,
here.
thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks.
guys.
Thank
oh, wow.
Is it going to work?
Don't. Oh. We're going to go to break real quick, and we come back. More of the St. Patrick's Day Parade here on News Channel 2. Stay with us. And you're looking live at a shot of the Blues Brothers. Why not? That's from Tiny's Grill. There's JoJo Gerace up ahead. She just passed our viewing point, but the Blues Brothers with her. I don't know if it's the same ones they took off the roof or not, but again, performing their traditional Soul Man from Tiny's Grill, the Blues Brothers, and Joanne Gerace. Again, long-time business here in the Utica area. Following that, McCraith Beverage, or Tri-Valley Beverage, Tri-Valley Beverage. Founded in 1983, located in Westmoreland. And as you see, they're a wholesaler of Anheuser-Busch, thus the big Budweiser truck going by, but also a large portfolio of craft beers, including Guinness, which, of course, is a big seller today. Then right behind them is the Pepsi Beverage Company represented as well. And we got a little bit of lag there is the Pepsi Company. There's a big 7-Up, or no, it's Mountain Dew coming down Genesee Street Every once in a while in a parade this size, you'll see some gaps like this, and that's fine. That's fine. Trying to get everybody to catch up, and also when the floats have to make that turn onto Lafayette, sometimes they can't quite do it in one swing. So
it's a nice chance to look at the sidelines, though, and
Absolutely.
see all of the people that came out. I still am in awe of the people that came out and braved not only the cold but the wind on this day, but they're just not going to let it stop them. This happens once a year, and they're going to come out and see the Irish Pride.
Absolutely. We also invite you to send us your pictures. Hashtag WKTV Green is what we're using this year. That's hashtag WKTV Green. Send it to our Facebook or Twitter handle, our website, WKTV.com. We'd love to see your pictures. Again, for a great day here in Utica, New York. A little blustery, but nothing we can't handle. And, honestly, I think I'd rather have this than the rain.
I'm just going to refrain from comment because I don't know what's worse. But I think we saw lot of, actually, Pepsi swag making its way out of that truck. And now we have Express Employment Professionals Veterans Supply Drive. Ride refurbished 1988 M923 5-ton military cargo vehicle. Owner and President John J. Calabrese helps veterans organizations. No, thank you, we're good. Being offered some of that Pepsi swag as we speak. And there we have Centro of Oneida.
Yeah, I think they made their way through. Public transportation provider for 4 counties, including Oneida County. More than 1 million rides per year in the Utica-Rome communities combined.
And they were right in front of the Fitness Mill, who's now coming into your view. Fitness Mill, of course, located on
in New York Mills,
Main Street in New York Mills. Live it. That's what is he struggling with there?
Candy.
I know. I was gonna. Oh, they are Tootsie Rolls. That was a protein bar or something.
Alex Carbone, the owner of Fitness Mill there.
Live it. Today it should be warm it.
If you're going to eat all that candy, you're going to need to go to someplace like the Fitness Mill and work it off, right?
That's for sure.
Newport Fire Company, friends from the Cuyahoga Valley, bringing Engine 101. That's what they are. The truck is dedicated in memory of deceased members. Newport's a village in Herkimer County, for those who don't know, across along the West Canada Creek, and its Firematics team is named the Irish Raiders. So Newport making their presence felt here on Genesee Street in Utica. So again, participants from all counties, not just the city of Utica, not just Oneida County. They come from everywhere to take part in this. So backing up just a little bit now, but again, so far some smooth sailing for the parade. Again, a lot of people along the side. Certainly, we've seen larger crowds, no doubt. When the weather, the one year it was 65 degrees. You picked the wrong year to miss that year when it was 65 degrees.
Apparently.
But no, again, the crowd is lots of smiles, lots of happy people. It's a great time. Up next, you see into view Joe Marino for mayor. Joe is a current councilman who is now running for the Democratic nomination for mayor. Will actually challenge current mayor Rob Palmieri. And new this year, the primaries are in June for local offices. So the political campaigning has started early. Normally, the primaries were in September, but now they're in June, late June. So you're going to see a lot of candidates making their way around town, and as we go through. A couple more vehicles as part of the campaign. Behind them, coming into our vantage point now will be Town Square Media. It's WIBX Radio, and that is home, of course, of Keeler in the Morning. Andrew Dominio, our good buddy there.
Oh, Andrew. I love the Ander Mangolinos. And there's Spencer off to the side. Oh.
Jim Rondinelli driving there. Hey, Spencer Davidson is off to our right. How was it? Cold and fun as always is the direct quote from our own Spencer Davidson off to the park.
Did he do the run?
No, he didn't run. He was handing out candy.
Oh, all right.
You were the one who noticed.
Oh, I did. That's right. No, but his pants. I don't know, those crazy running socks.
He's
and he could have run because that was 9:45. So there.
He's being festive.
I should have known. What was I thinking? How long have I been there? Okay.
All right. After Town Square, the folks from Joe Tahan's Furniture over in Yorkville. Been around many, many years.
See a little pup in that car, too. I don't believe it's an Irish setter, but a pup enjoying the day nonetheless. And they're handing out beads as well.
Al and Joe Tahan.
Familiar
younger
faces.
Al and younger Joe. Whenever you call there, you ask for Al. Which one?
Which one?
I said the younger, not young Al, the younger one. Al Sr. always gets a chuckle out of that. So, again, thanks to Tahans for being part of that. And Joe Tahan Sr., the late Joe Tahan, a longtime member of the community and iconic with his commercials, certainly. Next up, this is folks from New Hartford, the New Hartford Fire Department, founded in 1901, 100% volunteer, responding to over 1,500 calls annually, bringing their contingent, their aerial ladder, their tower down Genesee Street, as we see right now.
Not too much of a stretch for them.
No, right down, straight shot down Genesee Street. Also, their one of their newer engines and a larger contingent.
Very excited contingent for the New Hartford Fire Department. Glad to see them represented here in downtown Utica for our 2019 St. Patrick's Day Parade.
And that's what you'll see. You'll see a lot of local departments that will wrap up the remainder of the parade, but still a long way to go. We were wondering how this is going to. We have had some foul weather years where so few units decided not to show that the parade flew by and we were done early. But we're right about on schedule right now. We're scheduled to be on the air until noon. Again, more of the New Hartford contingent going by, enjoying the day.
Youngest members waving proudly from the passenger sides and from the back seats. Again, it's so nice to see all members of the fire service taking part from throughout Oneida, and as we saw, Herkimer County as well. And as the New Hartford Fire Department continues to make their way north on Genesee Street, coming up behind them momentarily, you'll see Johnston's School of Irish Dance. Be nice if maybe take a pause and see some of their dance moves.
They're coming down.
Yep, Johnston School of Irish Dance, instructed by Ann Johnston Sullivan, Patty Welsh, and Abby Cook, was founded in 1993 and opened their class in Utica in September of 1998. Now, the dancers compete successfully at local, regional, and national levels and enjoy performing and spreading their love of Irish dance, especially today, and there they are.
Give these kids credit too, because we get to see them for 30 seconds in the parade, but there's a lot of hard work that goes into that, and credit to their parents too. That's a lot of rehearsals and after school and Saturdays and whatnot, and a lot of performances. So kudos to them.
Yep, a lot of schlepping and shuttling going on there, fitting everything in, but it's all worth it on days like today where they get to proudly display their Irish dance moves. It really is something to watch. And coming up behind Johnston School of Dance, coming into view now, Masonic Care Community. In fact, I believe they just cut the ribbon yesterday on their home stretch functional rehab.
Yeah,
that was a big to-do.
Yeah,
yep.
really impressive unit, and that's on our website if you want to take a look at it. And congratulations to Kathy Catino and our friend Kathy Catino and the Friends of Masonic Care Community. Utica Elks Lodge, along with Boy Scout Troop from Whitesboro, Troop 111. The Benevolent Protective Order of the Elks celebrating over 150 years. So congratulations to them. You saw a KTV hat in there. That was our own Julian Ford, son of our director Chris Ford today. So Chris, it's a good thing you had that shot popped up, or you would have had the answer to your son, which is far more impressive than answering to me or Jolene, right?
Right.
Jolene's the one you're scared of. All right.
This parade section's proudly sponsored by Bank of Utica, and we thank them for taking part today.
What's your story? What moments make life an adventure? Community is where memories happen. At Bank of Utica, enriching our community for current and future generations has been part of our mission since 1927. By supporting local, community-focused organizations, we work together to open doors to education, the arts, and meaningful career paths. Making stories to remember. Bank with Utica.
And welcome back to the parade, the St. Patrick's Day parade here on News Channel 2. You see the Shriners, the Zaira Shriners. We saw part of their contingent walk before, and now their band is playing. Network of 22 nonprofit medical facilities across North America. Children with orthopedic conditions, burns, spinal cord injuries, and cleft lip and palate are eligible for care and receive all the services in a family-centered environment. I want to give a shout-out to my niece, Katie Maneen. She went to the Shriners Hospital in Springfield many, many years ago, and they did wonderful work for her. And I know that the Maneen family, big supporters of the Shriners. So, Katie, kudos to you, and kudos especially to the Shriners.
Displaying their musical talent on this St. Patrick's Day.
And more of the Shriners.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
There they are.
This is Buster. He's currently single, looking for a date. Maybe lunch.
Wrong show.
Was that aimed at you? Anywho.
And they're still coming
That's
through.
right, more Shriners coming through.
Oh, and now we have J. Grow Group, local real estate agency. And a person of impeccable taste, I might add, as I have seen on certain Facebook posts in my feed.
J. Grow Group, certainly a growing business here in the Mohawk Valley. Congratulations to him. Steve Keblish walking down also.
And now right behind J. Grow Group, we have Howard Hanna Real Estate, which is based in New Hartford.
I think.
Yeah,
I
a
think
little
what's
pause
hap-
there.
A little pause. I think they're letting some folks out that didn't want to.
Yeah, I saw the door open there.
So they're going to hand out some candy from here down. I get it. Listen, you got a 20-mile-an-hour, 30-mile-an-hour wind blowing the wrong way.
Yeah, 'tis a fluid situation here, live television. There goes Next Gen Car Care with some four-legged participants.
See the folks from Nimes, Next Generation, making their way through. Some happy faces. Happy faces because it's St. Patrick's Day, and happy faces because they're almost done.
Definitely happy faces because of that. Oh, thank you. We're getting all kinds of swag here today, Steve.
Yep.
Boy, I'm going to put this stuff aside for Christmas. It's going to be a
There you
good
go.
year.
Got plenty of beads. And now coming, you hear the cheers up by the reviewing stand. They'll come into our shot in just a few seconds. It is the Utica College football team, 2018 ECAC, the Scotty Whitelaw Bowl champions. Good to see head coach Blaise Fagiano and the fellas there. Always good to be champs, and they are this year. Fear the Moose is what they say. And Coach Fagiano walking by right now, and got to give them congratulations. Coach Fagiano says he always wants to have his team a huge part of the community, as all of Utica College athletics are, and they are certainly living up to that bill today. So congratulations certainly to them. Next up is the Utica Academy of Science Charter School. The basketball team is actually marching. They competed in the Section 3 Class C Championship. The team is only 2 years old. New this year, the school welcomed kindergartners and first graders. That's Utica Academy of Science Charter School.
Followed closely by the Clinton Fire Department, proudly serving the village of Clinton and town of Kirkland for more than 100 years. And they average about 1,000 calls for service each year. And they've been involved in the parade since its inception on Varick Street.
Wow, that's going back quite a ways. And you see the folks, an engine and the tower here from Clinton, the home of Hamilton College.
And coming into view momentarily, the Grand Healthcare, which just purchased Heritage Healthcare in Utica. They had their grand reopening earlier this week. I think we went to that and covered that. New owner, very excited, enthusiastic, wants to bring top-level care and service to that facility, and we saw a lot of smiles on the faces of the workers there. So
they also operate the former Mohawk Valley Nursing Home in Ilion. So they have 3 facilities, also a facility in Rome as well. The Grand Healthcare being represented here at the St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Making a bold statement with their green and black and white color scheme. We saw that the other day.
It worked out, right?
It actually worked out today.
And as the Grand makes their way down Genesee Street, shortly we will see the Central New York Veterans Outreach Center, located right here in downtown Utica, the former YMCA, founded back in 2008. It serves veterans and their families with housing, food, and a whole lot more. We thank those folks for their service and thank them for taking care of those who provided for us with that service.
And now we have Bug Country. Today's new country, 99.7 and 101.1. Brittany Lee in the mornings. Alex in the afternoon. Dave Silvers takes you home at night.
There's
Great
Brittany
bunch
right
of
in the
folks. There
front
she is. Smiling away.
Next.
2019 sights and sounds. There's something you don't see on Genesee
A
Street every
tractor
day.
Yep, exactly. It must be parade day. See more of Bug Country making their way down now into view. Abbey Seamless Gutters, located right here in Utica, but serving all of Central New York. They want to know that they provide free estimates. There you go, shiny red vehicle there. Boy, that they didn't drive through any potholes or mud puddles with that. Look at that.
I don't know how they avoided it.
Now here's McCraith Beverages, founded in 1971, located in New York Mills, and they are the largest Saranac distributor in the country.
And they're proud to toot their own horn today for
very
Utica's
nice.
2019 St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Now you have the folks from Town Square Media and the various radio stations that are part of their portfolio. 96.1, Dave Wheeler driving there.
I see Cindy in the
Yep.
passenger seat, 96.9 WOUR.
And of course the Big Frog.
Big Frog 104.
Light
And there's-
98.7 for them.
There's Beth, light 98.7.
Now how did Dave get to drive and Beth probably told him she was walking.
That doesn't surprise me
Yeah.
a lot. She's just got too much energy, I think, to sit in the car. Look at her go.
Central Oneida County Ambulance. You hear them coming into view right now here and see them coming into view.
And hear them coming into view.
Now, members of the New York Mills Fire Department, since 1931, they've been serving the villages of New York Mills, portions of the town of New Hartford and Whitestown, and they're responsible for protecting the very busy commercial corridor near Consumer Square and the orchards, etc. And Heartbreak Hill is part of their coverage area. About 1,200 calls a year is what they answer, so thanks to those ladies and gentlemen. Also bringing their aerial truck with them today. You can hear the wind through our microphones. That is,
Yeah, and I think we're probably safe to venture to say now that definitely more watching us from home. I could see the crowds thinning a little bit, but it has been relentless, the wind. So we're grateful to the people who came out.
Absolutely.
Look at that.
Yeah, you hear that noise you hear in the background is part of our staging, just rattling a little bit. But we're good. I want to thank, like I said, Dave Streeter, Tom McNichol, and his crew for getting you the sights and sounds this morning and making our job easier of just narrating those sights and sounds. And we're about 70%. What do we need to be? Right?
Trying not to blow away. Frankfort Fire Department,
Yeah,
Steve.
folks come up from there. The rescue truck. I think I know who's driving. Made sure they blew the horn right at me.
Oh, is that what that was all about?
Oh, yeah.
Your brother and then the fire service.
And right now, we're going to take a real quick break, and when we come back, we'll have more of the St. Patrick's Day Parade here on News Channel 2. Stay with us. Don't go away. And welcome back to St. Patrick's Day Parade coverage here on News Channel 2. Steve McMurray along with Jolene Ferris. Coming into view now, Stuff the Bus. It's never too early to start thinking about Stuff the Bus and that program partnership of the folks at Rozier Communications and us at News Channel 2 and various other sponsors. Never too early to start talking about that. And we've helped, I dare say, thousands of kids over the years we've been doing it, and the program just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and we're proud to be a part of it. Want to thank the Rozier family for allowing us to be part of that. And there you see some of the KISS FM crew coming into view as well.
You could tune into them weekdays starting bright and early at 6 a.m. Hang out with Listen, It's Liz, Sean Andrews, Brandon C., Roscoe Red, and Alex Effect as they bring you all of your favorite songs and pop culture moments. They are a great, fun bunch of people.
They are a fun bunch. And they are ready to shamrock the block. Remember, the Ocean Blue party, the after party, is at 2 o'clock, or until 2 o'clock. It's going on right now until 2 at Ocean Blue as part of the Shamrock the Block party. And that is the BMP Auto Works Collision and Fabrication making their way down.
Founded in 2012, relatively new business, expanding this year. Mechanical towing, collision repair, and painting. Got some candy there handing out.
That's a sweet ride. He probably wishes he had windows on a day like today.
Well,
but
yeah.
Oh, well. This is the Hartford, the large insurance agency up there on Woods Highway, in their relatively new building, established in 1810. Leading provider of property and casualty insurance, group benefits, mutual funds. Their theme for today, if you can't tell, Irish disco, and the mascot is Larry the Stag.
That is awesome. Yep. Irish disco. I love it.
That looks like one of our department head meetings, right, Dave?
It's 1975 all over again. That is great. I love it.
Now, I wonder if they came all the way down from Woods Highway like that. Could you imagine if you were on 840 and you saw that go?
That would be real. Well, they're definitely staying alive on this freezing cold day. Another little nod to the 70s there.
There you go. Next up, the Oriskany Fire Department. Large contingent from them as well. Chief Jeff Burkhart walking in the Nomex kilt.
My.
You saw that.
Okay, he's making me cold. I see bear calves, and I just don't understand. Not today.
Yep. No thanks.
Party is not the word.
A couple pieces of apparatus from Oriskany going by. There's a future firefighter right there. He's the smartest one. He's inside with the window up.
It's a way to do it today, boy. I mean, before it was gusts here and there. It's like relentless now. I mean, the wind just isn't stopping. And I think that's why we've seen a lot of bystanders here today take off anyway.
And their aerial ladder going by as well. Next up, let's see who we've got. FUCAB and the birthday buddies. And
FUCAB delivers to Utica and surrounding areas for when you just don't want to get off the couch for those nachos or that burger, which I can certainly understand.
That's
many
right.
times.
They can bring it right to you.
Especially on a day like this. They're probably going to be pretty busy.
Absolutely.
They have a couple more vehicles coming through, perhaps what they use to bring said nachos and cheeseburgers to your door. Big presence today from FUCAB.
Great idea when you think, great idea when you think about it. It's almost, I mean, and Uber has its similar program, but, a lot of folks, and maybe not necessarily, being lazy sitting on the couch like that. If you're at work, I know a lot of folks at our place use it because you just can't get out of a meeting or whatnot and didn't bring their lunch that day.
Or even at home, whatever, you get doing something, you don't want to stop. It's just a convenience.
Next up, Johnston's Auto Body, and they are from, I believe, right here in Utica.
That's the way to participate today from inside the vehicle.
We're going to take a quick break right now, and when we come back, we'll have more News Channel 2's coverage of the St. Patrick's Day Parade right after this. Stay with us. And welcome back to the St. Patrick's Day Parade here on News Channel 2. There you see the Joe Beatrice running for 6th Ward Common Council, his float, but he's got his supporters out here today. And again, we told you those primaries are in June, so that's coming up very, very quickly.
It changes everything, and followed closely by
Folks from
Country Suburban. Little hayride going there this St. Patrick's Day. And they're throwing, I don't know what that was. But if it's a heating pad, I'll take it.
You might want that. But I got to give. It's hard for me to talk. It's so cold out. These businesses credit. They take advantage of an opportunity to show their wares in front of a crowd on Genesee Street. And, they dress up their vehicles. They build a float. So I'm seeing that a lot. Seeing that a lot today.
Hey, if they're going to come out in this,
right.
then you know they're a hearty step up to the plate type of business. Another little break in the action.
I think what you're seeing happening is a lot of folks getting on and off near the reviewing stand. That's CNC painting up next.
Another one. Don't know how they managed to keep that truck so pristine and white today.
We might have washed it this morning on the way. That was our secret. That's when we kept our news trucks clean. We washed them on the bottom of the hill as soon as we left the station.
Yeah, they were talking about doing it yesterday, but you never know. A lot could happen in 18 hours.
Well, yeah, since it was 70 degrees or 60 degrees yesterday at 5 o'clock at night, and 5 o'clock this morning it was in the upper 20s. So that's what sort of happens. We're winding down the parade right now. We've got just a couple more units, coming behind us, which is right about on track. What they thought they thought it'd get done right around noon time, so maybe a few minutes before. But this is the neighborhood center.
And you could see their slogan there. There's so much we do, and they're trying to get that word out. We've seen them on our air recently, trying to sort of get the message across of just how many different people they help and how many services they provide. So we're glad they're taking part today, the neighborhood center.
And following them, Seniors Helping Seniors, a way to give and to receive. And they're looking for folks who might be retired but still have a lot to give and help some other senior folks that may not have companionship, and they do a lot to help them. So certainly if you want more information, give them a call.
That's what we call a win-win here today.
And again, the parade is very close to wrapping up. We just have a couple more units. Want to thank the folks from the city of Utica for their help this year, and all the folks from the parade committee as well. We want to thank them as well. Who else do we have? A couple more departments making their way in right now.
Quite fire
coming out of off of Route 8 in that general vicinity there from southern part of Oneida County. Want to thank them for making their way up here.
One of several in the county taking part today, and like you mentioned, Herkimer County as well. We saw Frankfort here a little while ago, I think.
Yep.
Newport. So nice to see multiple counties taking part in our 2019 St. Patrick's Day Parade. Sequoia rigs still coming through, headed north on Genesee Street in the parade. And did they say happy birthday?
Yeah, it's actually in a couple weeks, but I think through the magic of Facebook, it took on a life of its own. But I'll take them. Although I don't want to get older than I.
It's your birthday month, apparently.
Exactly.
Do you hear that, Carrie?
Yes. Yeah, once you get over 30, you forget them. But no, thanks, guys. The folks from Sequoia making their way down.
And here comes
and then the folks from Clayville.
Little breeze, a little cold, little snow isn't going to stop the folks from Clayville Fire Department. We thank them for taking part today. Yeah, it's funny when we started, even 9:30, earlier than 9:30, huge swath of people lining the streets. And now when the rigs go by, you can see. But it is cold out here. But there's still some folks out here braving the elements to see it.
Well, and they might have stopped braving the elements in the parade and gone on to their next destination. They didn't necessarily go home.
No, that's true.
Varick Street will likely be busy today because those are some hardy souls down there as well. Into view now, the ladder truck from West Winfield Fire Department. So making their way down here. And they will be the last unit of the parade. West Winfield ladder truck. Behind them is another Utica police car, the Utica DPW. Want to thank those folks for their work this morning, setting up the reviewing stand, and they also clean the parade route after the parade is all over. So they have their work is just beginning as the parade has come to an end. So again. Cold day today, but a lot of hardy souls out there, a lot of hardy parade goers and participants, and we're going to wrap it all up when we come back right after this. And welcome back to News Channel 2's coverage of the 2019 St. Patrick's Day Parade here on WKTV. And the parade, it's all over and done with. Moved a little bit quicker, but most of the units that were scheduled to show up did, so we want to give them credit for that. Certainly, we want to thank our sponsors for allowing us to broadcast this. The broadcast sponsors are R.A. Dudrak, Grace Furniture, and P.J. Green. So we want to thank the folks at those businesses, longtime sponsors for some of the programming at WKTV. So thank you again for stepping up this year. Again, that's R.A. Dudrak, Grace Furniture, and P.J. Green, major sponsors of this broadcast to bring it in your home this morning. So, your first time in the anchor chair for doing this, what'd you think? Aside from the cold.
I think I need to defrost. I think I hate Kristen. No, just kidding. It was a really interesting vantage point, and it was really a lot of fun just to see everybody still come out and to see it all up close. Thanks for letting me do it.
Yeah, no problem. And Kristen, I hope you're enjoying your time in Hawaii. I say we should call her. It's only about 5 o'clock in the morning there, but we'll do that later. Hey, I want to thank you at home also for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast of the 2019 St. Patrick's Day Parade here on News Channel 2. For Jolene Ferris, Jason Paulus, and the rest of the News Channel 2 team, I'm Steve McMurray. Happy St. Patrick's Day, and have a great weekend. Take care.